I remember about 10 years ago, I work with some friends, Seth Barnes and Aim, on a thing called World Race, and we have a ministry called G42 in Spain, training leaders. But before all that started, four of us got together. Seth and I were two of them, and we got together. We rented a room in a big castle place in Colorado to wait on the Lord for guidance and for the way forward. And so we paid the money and rented the room, and we took our water in there. We were going to spend the whole day waiting on the Lord, which is always a great thing to do. But we were going to pray specifically for the way forward and how we were to move forward with these ideas that we all had. And so I'm sitting there getting ready to pray, and we've started to pray, and the guys are kind of bowing quietly. I'm beginning to pray. You know, some people rock like that, and some people, you know, whatever, but we're all preparing ourselves to pray. And I hear Holy Spirit say to me, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, we've come to seek your face. We're asking you for help." "Why?" I said, "Because we need your help. You're God and we're men. We need your help. Give me some." He said, "I've already told you what to do." I said, Mark 3:13. Mark 3:13. So I actually knew what Mark 3:13 says, but I did my quick check in the Bible while the guys were all getting to pray. And I do my Mark 13:3 quick check. Jesus called those he wanted so that they could be with him, so that he could send them out. I said, "That it?" He said, "That's it." I said, "That's the plan. That's the plan." So, and I knew he was right. But we've paid for this room all day, and we haven't prayed for 5 minutes. So we're going to waste our. So I'm thinking, what do I do? What do I say to the boys? So I contemplated a little bit, and then I said, he said, "Guys, I'm sorry, I got something to say." I said, "The Lord just spoke to me, and I told them what I just told you." So I said, "I think we've got the answer. Jesus wants us to, let's say, disciple people, that Jesus wants to have a relationship with people." Now, I grew up, I was an Englishman, and, I think it was probably the same in America at the time. Every Englishman's home is his castle. We all lived with our fences, and we went home and we closed the door. And church was very often, thank God we had some better church than that, but many churches were, "Hi, how are you today? Boy, it's good to see you. Looking good, man. Yeah, boy, I hope they're going well, huh? Yeah, great. See you next week, man. Doing good, right?" And that's kind of discipleship relationship. Well, you and I know it's not. And I'm working with generational people now, millennials, most of them are called, that just are not happy with that. I want to tell you, I'm a granddad with 6 grandchildren. I'm not happy with it either. You know what? If you're lonely, I know what loneliness feels like too. Some people watching me wish you had a decent friend you could really tell the truth to. Well, of course you've got the Lord, but I'm telling you it's very important for us in the body of Christ that we all have proper relationship. It means honesty, vulnerability, and this lovely, lovely word, community. It means you've got to eat together. You've got to have a slice of toast and a cup of coffee. It means you've got to relate to people. And it means that people need to be led into discipleship. So those of you that are half a step ahead of anybody else to disciple them. Jesus' secret was Mark 3:13. Jesus called those he wanted, and they came to him so that they could be with him. Discipleship is people with you. If you have learned one little thing from heaven, if you've got one little step on the road of the development of Christ in you, disciple somebody else with that step that you know. People are lonely. People desperately want community. Don't think millennials are the only one. I was noticing on British television the other day watching the news. One news channel is advertising 1 million minutes. They're asking the British people to donate 1 million minutes of their time to visit a lonely old person at Christmas. Because so many people have lost their spouse and they're sitting at home, no Christmas pudding, no turkey, nobody to visit them, family gone, not interested, whatever. And they're spending Christmas alone. And it's not right. People are in the crowd of people often, and they're still lonely. Being surrounded by lots of people doesn't mean to say you're being discipled or you have a relationship. The body of Christ must invest in people. People are our greatest resource. They are clearly a challenge. People have needs. People have all kinds of situations in their life. Marriages need to be helped. All kinds of things. But listen, I'm telling you, people need not just the Lord. They need community. They need somebody to lead them on the road of becoming Christ. If you've got any leadership, if you've got any experience with God at all, you can lead somebody into what you know. Let me finish with this. Now, in this little room with me, there's about there's 5 of us sitting in this room making this little production. Let's say there were only 10 of us in the entire world that believed this message. And we decided to disciple one person in every year. So next year, this is 2016, December 2016, right now we're doing this. So next year, there'd be 20 of us. 2018, there'd be 40 of us. How many years at the rate of one person a year that you would win for Christ and disciple them? How many years would it be before the whole world was not just saved, but loved, cherished, valued, and discipled? Well, let me tell you, if you do 29 years, you get to 6.6 billion people. So in the 30th year, you would have 13.2 billion people discipled if you win one year and disciple them. That means love somebody, open your heart and your home to them, give them a slice of, you're poor, you haven't got much money, I don't know, you're rich, give them wine, whatever. They need a slice of toast. Mostly, they need you and your time and your love. So give your life and your time and your love away to somebody else who needs you to lead them to be God with skin on.